Hey, you guys. I have to say, I've seen some parents and maybe even some attorneys with their children, the police too, in other situations. There's a lot of probably finger pointing about the underage children being involved in sexual activity. I just want to say, I can't really set any standards. All I can say is what I would recommend. The first thing I want to recommend is that talking to parents and them being in trouble is one thing, getting them in legal trouble is another thing. You can't think this is vindictive. This is to some degree consensual, and it should be explored to find out if this is really illegal. Maybe parents go through the phones and see the conversations and see what's going on. It's a bad idea to delete your stuff, but this can help prove, because it's not in your eyes, it's in the eyes of the law, if this is a serious situation and who really is at fault, and if there's any real laws broken, such as coercion, rape, abuse, harassment, trauma, PTSD. There's like all kinds of different things. So definitely seek legal advice, talk to the school counselors, talk to the school administrators. They're going to be far more informed about this because they do deal with parents coming to them. So I'm sure they know quite a bit. If not, they also get their own type of trainings on how to deal with this. And they probably are current on current changes lawfully. But I don't want parents to slut shame the other people's children, because that's also a very brutal thing, and in America we've learned the lessons from that. It's not good. Stigmatizing and labeling kids is not the right answer, and definitely abusing them isn't right. This is you guys' opportunity to build packs and be a family and show them your parenting skills and let them trust you and guide them with wisdom and not hatred or scorn or ostracizing or isolating or anything. One of the things that I was thinking that was a really good idea was when kids were chaperoned by parents taking turns. So you figure you got 5 days a week, right? You guys can take turns like you did in carpool and watch each other's children. But the rule is that the adults need to be present, and then we need to start chaperoning our kids again, honestly, because it's the fact that they've got downtime, and it's the fact that they have the ability to misprioritize. And then there's also, in some cases, lack of parental supervision, and that's just not your priority as an adult, right? Your priority was you had kids and you've committed to raising them. So don't miss this opportunity to bond with them. Don't miss this opportunity to, gain their trust. Don't say it's broken. Don't say it's gone, because it's not. It's altered, and it needs to be fixed, right? It needs to be repaired. It's not broken. Broken means it's two separate things and it can't come back together. Like shattered glass, right? You can't put it back the same way. It's like a spoon, it's bent, right? It's not broken. You can put it back. You can definitely remold it, and you could even have something better than you had, something more artistic, right? Because this is your guys' work together. So don't hate anybody, please. Just, be wise about this. Go about this the right way, and please, please, please don't ruin anybody's reputation if it's not necessary. Really ruining reputations is because they're involved with the law over this. And I don't want to see girls slut-shamed, because it's very easy to say a lot of this is off their screens and it's in person, and he said, she said, and all kinds of stuff. You guys are going to ruin the future. They're going to isolate and separate so much. And, I would like to see everybody find the opportunity to bond, find the opportunity to strengthen, find the opportunity to not fall apart. This is serious. However, one of the things I was thinking about how serious this is, boys can go and talk to girls and they can be older and they can catch something, right? You guys are really ruining up your pool of being STD free, being born that way. You know what I mean? And it's not a crying shame if you were born differently. It's not a crying shame at all. You have the most ability to control yourself, right? And that is so valuable, because if you were born with something, then there's a smaller community that you're not getting damaged from by trying and getting shot down or even getting in trouble for spreading anything. So Then there's the facts of, sorry, I'm getting attacks and stuff. People are upset. Telepaths are pretty upset they're attacking me, but I don't really care. Then there's the facts that the girls can be sleeping with older men. And the problem there is men are very first and foremost the ones who are spreading disease, because they have less of a conscience about spreading it, because they have the testosterone need, like the birds, always chasing. So we do need to remember where the blame lies, that they have more of a carnal instinct to fulfill this, to procreate. And that just blows my mind too, as you guys aren't even planning on marrying each other. This is, using a girl's body, getting her heart involved, thinking it's different, and they can be slut-shamed for this because the boy's family found out first or whatever. Girls don't throw it like that. No, they don't. And it's because they're getting the attention, and that's not on screen, and that's not right. So, I'm not saying anybody is wholeheartedly guilty or wholeheartedly not, but they obviously both played a role in it, and you can't slut shame for that. If anything, if they didn't get it from one, they'd get it from another. And girls are honestly looking for their storybook wedding. We all are. We're brought up on fairy tales. This is how we are. We have a maternal nature, and we have it young. And I do believe that it's a girl's right to her body, and men do manipulate of all ages to get it, because they're those birds chasing. If it's not one, they're going to go fly somewhere else and find another. It's just how it is. It's like needing food. They never stop needing it. So it's a girl's right. It's her body, and everybody just needs to learn to take care of themselves in responsible and safe ways, and that's really just going to help the situation. So parents, that's your responsibilities to talk to them about this. Both parents, grandparents, this is very important. And if you don't trust them, it's a matter of I don't want to talk about this versus I don't trust them. If you don't trust them, then you need to talk to your folks or your grandparents or police or school officials or something, because that is, it's like a yellow flag. You need to be able to trust them, but just because you have some hardships, that doesn't mean this won't be something they'll take care of, because as adults, we know that sex and bad sex experiences mess us up pretty bad, and it affects our work, it affects our futures, so these are situations you kids really aren't looking at because you don't have all this knowledge. You have basically one, maybe your aunts, maybe your grandparents. That's basically your frame of reference, and then maybe your friends. So there's a little bit of variety, but it's truly not even the whole scope. And you do learn that if you stay single longer and longer. So I do wish you guys the best, and I do hope everybody is healthy, safe, and there is harmony. And just please be your best selves in this. Bye.